Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. There's a kitty in here, but he doesn't seem interested in wanting to be picked up, so... No point even turning on the camera. He came over, he said hi, I like scratched him on his head a little bit, and he kind of like walked away. He's not super interested in getting attention right now, I guess, so... That's the way it is. His birthday is just around the corner next month. What are you guys getting Max for his birthday? So hello, everybody. Chemical, thank you so much for the 23-month resub. Welcome back, dude. I think we're gonna derp around the server for a little bit. We might go into a creative test world and start working on like the very beginnings, basic idea of maybe a game. Like very rough draft, first time even trying anything kind of a thing. You guys want my face? Hello. Welcome. You're giving Max a bleely. Hello, Grams. How's my day going? So far, so good. So far, so good. It is a face. Hello, JVDK. Daphnis, hello. Rye. Thesaurus. Anderlex. What are you meowing about? What? Don't meow at me. I have no idea what he wants. He's like leaving the room meowing. I'm asking what, then he meows again. Like, don't meow at me. He keeps meowing and he throws himself on the floor and now he's like on his back. I have no idea what he wants. Just doing cat things. Constable, hey, welcome back. Thank you for the 83.
Contessal just resubscribed for 83 months. Hi, D.
Contessal. Apparently, I don't know how to pronounce your name. We're gonna go with TTS's pronunciation. No, he's got plenty of food. I like filled up his food bowl this morning. You saw 5 anonymous gift subs in chat while I was offline. I saw that as well. It was like 2 hours after I ended the stream. I still had my streaming computer monitor on, and all of a sudden, randomly 5 gift subs. Like, okay, thank you, whoever the anonymous person was. He's just being a cat. I mean, that's basically it. One of your cats been doing that to you all day. He just wants the good stuff. Let's jump on the server and see like what's going on. There is a number of people on today. That is definitely a count of people. Your cat begs for milk non-stop. I don't know. I don't think Max has ever had milk. Did I ever give him a saucer of milk? Maybe I tried once. Maybe he tried it once and then like he turned his nose up at it again and then I just never gave him any more. I don't know. It's been years. It's been a little bit of time. Not these shulkers out here. What the heck? The other cat can't stand it, but the older one loves it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. When Max was a kitten, every time I'd get some kind of a new type of food that I know he never had before, I'd let him inspect it and give him a little taste. So like things that he liked as far as people food goes was string cheese for sure. So every time I go and get a string cheese to this day, he'll like be bothering me and I have to like peel him off a little piece or whatever. And he'll eat like 2 or 3 like fingernail sized pieces and then he'll like turn his nose up at it. He's like, okay, I've had enough. I really clickbaited you like that? I did. How does that make you feel? Do you feel clickbaited?
Door opened. Door closed.
I kind of want to get another bridge to the other side. I kind of want to make that happen. I really like, every time I come over here, I just want to look at this thing. Like, it's nothing super special, right? It's just a bridge over water. But it looks all right. It looks all right. It's a little pop of color that we don't have anywhere else in our backyard area, so I kind of like looking at it. I kind of want to get another one on the other side. And actually, now that I've seen this bridge in the dark oak, I might want to change my pier. Well, my little, not really a pier, my little boat dock over here to be dark oak. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that or not. Campfires really don't work too well, I guess, with anything besides oak, because they look like oak. But yeah, I would like to get another little walkway over this way. I just don't know where. I think we were looking at this before, right? And we'd have to do some terraforming over here to make it work. Unless we do a walk. Can you make a bridge that has like an L shape? Is that a thing? I don't know if that would even look good. I don't want to start just YOLO building something like that. I was almost thinking we build out this way and then cut across over here. If we could go straight over to this area, but that'd be awfully long for the bridge. I feel like just going across over this way makes the most sense. Yes, I've considered relocating the lava farm. I'm gonna relocate that once I get to actually doing stuff in the backyard here. I also want to relocate these villagers. Like, all of this stuff that we have back here is gonna be removed, especially this loader thing we just made yesterday. Yeah. You've been on L-shaped bridges? Hey, you have a question? I think it was on my stream or a video you saw. Do you have a mod to bookmark trades via villagers and pin them to the top of the page? If so, what mod is that? I do. That is Item Scroller. I use Item Scroller to scroll items in and out of the large chests, or in and out of a chest, right, with using my mouse wheel. That's the best part of it. It has like a crafting feature as well, where you can like set a recipe and tell it to craft everything that it can in your inventory. I don't ever use that. And then you can also middle click trades and then highlight them to the top or pin them to the top by middle clicking. This should be a default vanilla thing. But yeah, that is Item Scroller. Is the shulker still inside? Yeah, my second
Door
shulker that we
opened.
got.
Door closed.
We still got this guy here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with him. We could probably move him. Kind of want to move him so he's not like, I mean, currently I have the shulker sounds like muted because this guy. We could move him somewhere else. I don't know where. Where would be a good holding spot for him, not in the house? Oh, I really know. I mean, I guess we could kind of like stick him back behind the mail thing. Encase him in glass back there. We could do that. In fact, that's something that we are going to do. It's going to take a little bit of time. It's something that needs to get done. I don't want him in the house. Let's do it. I'm not going to sell him until we have our shulker farm set up and it's working and I don't need a replacement shulker. Something could happen in the process. And then I need to get a new one. And if I sell the one that I have, that wouldn't be good. We can just use the furnace minecart. Do I have enough rail? Probably not. I should have extra rail somewhere else. Did I not have some over here? Oh, it's in a shulker. Of course it is. He makes such a nice accent piece, though. Why would I move him? Because he doesn't belong in my base. Should probably grab some invisibility potions, too. Invisibility potion. I think we lay out the track and get everything to where I'm gonna put them. I'm gonna need some glass too. That should be enough. That should be enough. Need a little bit of building block. I was just thinking, like, how am I gonna move him? I want to dirty up the base a little bit with some ugly cobble. Let's put this right here. I don't know if a minecart just going right by is enough. I feel like it is. In fact, we could probably just pull them out with a corner. Like, just have a minecart bounce right into there would probably pick them up. I'm not actually sure.
Razzle Dazzle 1980 just resubscribed for 48 months. Another month has come and gone.
Hey, Razzle, thank you so much for the 48 months, dude. That'll work, right? If we bounce a minecart right into that corner, it should pick him up? I think.
Prowl 8413 raided my stream with 19 viewers.
I'm going to assume that's going to work. But anyway, let's get this track laid out before we do anything with the guy. Prowl, hey, thanks so much for the raid. Welcome. Stick that right there. What's the easiest way? Maybe going straight out here? Yeah, probably. Oh, which signs are in the way? All right, we got a janky rail line here. Should be fine though. And then, is that gonna work? No. We're gonna stick this shulker out here. How about right there? That seems like a great place for it. Like a so. Okay, I think we're good.
Yoda Force 157 just resubscribed for 23 months. One more month until 2 years and a cute kitty badge. Hype ghoul hype max hype heart.
Yoda, hey, thanks so much for the 23 months, dude. Now the question is this actually gonna work? I don't have fuel for the furnace with minecart, so let's figure that out real quick. I don't have fuel on me, I should say. And that should be all that I need. Now the problem is it a problem? The problem is we need to put the furnace minecart behind this. Maybe do one of those numbers. If I put the minecart here, push it myself, it should grab the guy, and then I can put the furnace minecart behind it. I think that's what we're gonna do. I assume this is gonna work. Let's just grab potion invisibility. I'm gonna put my wings on. This guy. Okay, that was easy. Didn't even need the furnace minecart, honestly. No. Okay. There. Now he's safe and secured outside of the house. Kitty! Okay, so the cat in the boat that we did already wasn't enough. Let's put another cat in the boat since we have a new kitty here.
Door opened. Door closed.
Let me grab another boat. Now he doesn't have to pay rent. That's true. I need to clean up all of that mess here in a moment. I need some fish and I need a boat, and then we're gonna put another kitty. Hopefully, with enough cats and enough boats, we'll stop spawning additional cats. That transfer is almost too easy. It's because I've done it before. Messing with shulkers, that is. So we want fish in the offhand. Actually, no, we want fish in the main hand. I hate this. Like, you have to sneak up to the cat with fish in your hand, but you get close enough, they just start wandering away. Almost guaranteed. And they'll just keep wandering, like as I try and get closer with the fish. It's like you gotta run up to them and then sneak right next to them. Does this not work because I had the invisibility potion? It's because I'm invisible? Oh, what happens if I don't have any of this on, I have invisibility, and then I walk up to the cat? Does it run away still? It just doesn't even know about me. Oh, come on! It ran right over the boat. Come on! You can't do that. That's cheating. Get in the boat. Get in the boat. There it is. There it is. Okay. Don't mind me. I'm just completely invisible.
Door opened. Door closed.
I have never tried obtaining a cat with invisibility potion on. I feel like that was making it so the cat couldn't see me, so it wouldn't try and come close to me while I was holding the fish. Put this back. That was like that. This was like that. I'm gonna finally get rid of this glass. All right, cool. That was a fun little adventure. Was I still thinking of making a cat tree in the base for Max? Actually, yes. That's not something I had written down, but that's something that I do want to do. I think we could go to the kitty cafe and just take some inspiration for something that Cleo has done. But it would make sense to have like a little cat tree and put Max up in it. Actually, did I still need one of these for my redstone box? I did. Okay. Everything put away? Okay. Wings I don't have on for some reason. Oh, I didn't put the furnace minecart away. And then invisibility potion. And fish. Right, so we did the thing. Everything has been cleaned up, which is fantastic. Our shulker buddy is out there behind the house, or behind the mailbox.
Door opened. Door closed.
Oh, I got even more mail. I guess Iskol, Jevin, Cub, and Skiz have been added. Great. Fantastic. Okay, let's head over to the kitty cafe real quick. We'll take a look at a cat tree. I've been thinking about doing some aggressive marketing for gray glass. What do you guys think? Oh, hey, look, we had some sales. We had some sales. Celebratory rocket, that's right. I'm actually curious. Let's take a look at these. I think Jevin bought some of this the other day. Oh, 7 blocks of diamonds, jeez. Nobody has bought the coarse dirt. Any lava bucket sales? Nope. My ender chest has been turned. Who would do that? All right. I should probably look at restocking these. That's already, we've already seen that before, I'm fairly certain. Wow, I'm out of, okay, we need more obsidian. Get obsidian. We might do some restocking of the shop here. Anyway, let's get back to this. Did I just hear a spider? Oh, there's one. I can't get to me. Yeah, there's definitely a spider nearby. I have the spider hissing sound completely muted because that is like the most annoying sound to me in the game. So it's just like completely off, but I can hear the spider walking. So yeah, just like some carpet on some fence posts. Oh, I thought that was a player over there. So really that's all it is, just some fence posts with some carpets, and they're just kind of different ways of doing it. Some good sales. Might have enough for the 250 trophy. Oh, we definitely do, because we almost had enough for that after XB bought some of our ancient debris, right? I think we were at 180 diamonds or something. I'll have to go back and look. I don't actually have the running total right now for everything. I should keep a ledger. I don't have that total offhand, but I think it was over 180 that XB alone purchased. He bought, I can't remember if it was like 10 or 11 ancient debris. No, it was like 20 of them. Yeah, he bought quite a bit. Okay, so we're gonna want to use brown carpet.
Door closed.
There's no... I mean, I guess we could do like white carpet and brown, like dark oak wood. We could do it out of bamboo. What do bamboo fences look like? I was kind of thinking that this one might make sense for like the posts. You've seen cat trees that have like the scratching posts on it that's slightly different color. This doesn't I was thinking this had like more stripes or whatever. This wouldn't really work like I was thinking. Could use pink carpet, you're right, could. There's a couple different options we could do here. I was thinking brown carpet because a lot of the house already has brown carpet as part of the... Oh, where? part of the general stuff. The decor, that was the word I was trying to think of. I guess let's find out how many different wools we have right now. I don't know if I have any pink. I probably have some brown. I definitely don't have pink carpet. So we already have brown wool and brown carpet. We have some red carpet and some magenta. We have a little bit of white. We can dye some pink, I suppose. I don't know what pink wool looks like next to the cherry stuff. I guess we could find out. Do I have any pink dye? I have one. That's not enough. What are we going in here? I need two. Red and white. White. We'll try a few different flavors of carpet color. Also have the brown. Dark oak probably makes sense. But we could also try a few different other types of wood as well. I need sticks, don't I? We could grab the bamboo. I kind of like said no to this, but I'm open to have my mind changed. Whoop. And then I think string was the only other thing, so we could have like floaty carpet bits. Could use a lead attached to the fence as a claw rope. Well, let's get the actual structure figured out, and then we can add like little details. The other thing is, like, where do we put this? I feel like this corner makes sense. I don't know how big it's going to be and what it's going to look like. We also could... I mean, where do you think the cat would hang out? Like, it's got to hang out in one of these rooms, right? This is kind of a big place. Maybe right here, like by the front entrance. We could just make this carpet smaller. Just gonna stick it right here. So what? It was something like that. We could do multi-level. So we have carpet, then string. And then we can do... I actually want that up higher. I need another fence post. We're just gonna place something else here for now. Nope. Actually, that's fine. That's already too high. I was thinking that we'd put some carpet here, but I can't do that. Have like a little thing like this, I guess. Like, it doesn't have to be super fancy, right? Well, okay, we're trying to figure out the structure. We're not trying to figure out the little details. We can change the carpet color. Let's figure out what it's gonna look like and where it's gonna go first. Let's not get hung up on the small things. Looks like a bar table. The physics seem off a bit. You just gotta use your imagination. You just gotta use your imagination. All right, we can put fence. That. What if we did... I mean, something like that. Like, obviously, we're limited by what Minecraft can do. But having, like, posts similar to this would be, like, what I would expect a cat tree to look like. And then we could have, like, maybe, I don't know, one back here that's a little taller and then, like, come out or something. But obviously, we're going to make this thing bigger if we go into another dimension. Trap doors below the bottom carpet.
Emperor of Odin just resubscribed for 10 months.
Yeah, this isn't going the way that I wanted it to go. Well, I am definitely not a cat tree designer. Let's start over here. How about we attach it to this thing first off? Well, then it feels like it's part of this, and I don't want it to be a part of that. So maybe this. I kind of want a little overhang like that, but it's just feeling weird. I feel like I want to go back and take one more look at what Cleo did.
Door opened. Door closed.
I feel like I'm on the right track, but I'm just missing a little something, you know what I mean? What was Cleo doing over here? Okay, so the fences are kind of attached to the wall, straight across. Got it. So I guess this is what I have in my mind, where it's just kind of like the floaty carpet bit. But a lot of these are just like fence post, carpet, fence post. I kind of like this multi-level one here. Okay. All right. Guys, don't get caught up on the little details. We can change it out. We're trying to figure out the shape.
Door opened. Door closed.
So what we saw over there was kind of attached to a wall. There's not a lot of wall space to do that. I guess we could remove this and put the cat tree like back in here, but that'd kind of like be tucking Max away out of sight. We could like put him right here. There's like the bedroom, whatever. Maybe. Another option is we could stick him right here. This could be changed to just be a cat tree area. There's not a lot of like places. So like right here would be another place we could put him. Max needs to be front and center. I agree, but like trying to figure out like a nice looking cat tree front and center is the difficult part. I could put in the armor room since that'll eventually go away. Yeah, right as you walk in the front door, I agree, but the problem is there's like not a lot of space to do it in here. Unless we attach it to this post. I think the problem was I'm like trying to do this with brown carpet to figure this out, and like everything else is brown carpet. I don't want it to look like it's part of what's already here. I think what looked kind of cool about it though was like it was a hire that was attached to the wall. And then that had carpet across, right? Am I just hearing a zombie?
Feed the Chunk just resubscribed
maybe a
for
zombie
82
pigman.
months. 2 months. Methinks that I've been around a while. Hey Hypno.
Yo, Feed the Chunk, thank you so much for the 82 months, dude. Thank you. Okay, so here's something. So I believe at Cleo's, there was a thing like that. I think that was a barrel or something, right? Was the one that Cleo had 3 tall? Maybe it was 3 tall. Maybe this goes up one more. Then I can't put it up actually up there. I can't do that. The trapdoor will be in the way. So we can do that, then maybe not do that. Right? Something like this. Again, don't get attached to the colors. We can change the carpet and the wood types. We're trying to figure out the design. If we do that, we can put some of this carpet back. I think that looks pretty okay, right? Just remodel the whole room as a cat tree. All right. Already have sticks in my inventory. I don't know what we're doing. I'm just grabbing some things. We're gonna try some different stuff. I don't know if we're using cherry wood or not. I think we kind of decided that we were going to be using the pink carpet. I don't know if the pink carpet's going to look good. We have some cherry trap doors that we could replace the carpet with, use trap doors instead. Maybe some signs, some hanging signs. I don't know. We're gonna figure some stuff out here. Might need just a little bit more pink. We're gonna do the pink carpeting. Someone left the fridge open? Oh no, the fridge is open. What the heck? I forgot to flip that again. I was showing that yesterday, I think. Okay, so we have pink trap doors around, but does the pink carpet look okay? I think that looks fine. If you were a male cat, would you be caught dead living on a pink carpeted cat tree though? Maybe white is the play here. Maybe white. Yes. So white doesn't have that contrast. We currently have brown and we have white already. So we're adding white and brown to white and brown. The pink kind of gives it a little pop of color though. Let me re-look at this one more time. Dang it, these carpets keep popping out into a spot that's like impossible for me to grab. So if we're coming in the house, we see that there. That Max could be just perched right in the center. We can do something like that, right? So now we're like multi-level. Rotate the string. Do I have to like break? Why does string place one direction? Do I have to do that? I can't rotate it! It always just faces that way. I can't do anything about it. Can't fix it. It's broken forever. Can we do like, instead of having that string there, we do this? Not sure I like that. What about blue to contrast the pink that's already there in the pots? Well, I don't want to be adding random new colors. So right now we have a little bit of green as an accent color, as an alternative accent color. But like our main colors on this base is the white from the quartz, the dark oak brown, and the brown carpeting, right? And then everywhere else we have a little bit of pink for the pink trap doors and the pink flowers. So these are like our main colors. I guess we do have these, but this isn't really, it's like a specific one room thing. Yeah, we're not trying to bring the roof color into the house. I've done everything that I can do to hide the roof color inside. We completely covered up the ceiling upstairs, right? So you can't even see it. right, Chad, how are we feeling? Good? Yay? Nay? Tear it down, burn down the house, starts season 11 already. I'm gonna grab some stairs and push Max up there. Stair. I think it's fine. I think it's good. Do we want to change anything with the wood color, or is the wood fine? It matches the rest of the wood in the house. Yeah, I'm not sure if we want to put any other types of wood in there. I mean, we could, like I was talking about before, we could like swap one of these out for like a different color one. Like you've seen, well, maybe you haven't, but there's certain cat trees out there that'll have like a scratching post on one of the beams or whatever. It's like slightly different color. I don't feel like that works though. Like it's a good idea in thought, but I don't think in practice that actually looks good in Minecraft. Yeah, sisal or whatever. Yeah. Maybe a lighter wood to mimic the rope color. Spruce, oak. Not sure any other color would look good. These are like the two options. Yeah. Would an open fence gate work where the string is? Possibly, yeah. Well, not possibly. It definitely would work. Max, stop floating. What are you doing? Like that is what you're talking about? I don't know. Doesn't make much difference. Uh-oh. Oh, now he's gonna... Is he gonna be floating? I thought these things don't have a hitbox. Is he still on... What is even happening here? I'm confused. No! Is that a cat tree? That's so cute. It is a cat tree. Yep. I can't get up here. I can't do it. Why is this so difficult all of a sudden? It wasn't until I put in that thing. I can't. I just can't. Why? This is so difficult now. Let me get rid of this. It was that. Why was that? Why does this have a hitbox if it's open? Oh, it's the fence. It's not that. The fence is extending out. So like the block and a half hitbox extends out further. Yeah, I'm not so sure about it. I kind of like the way it looks, but because of that fence thing, I'm not sure about that. It's just gonna have Max be floaty there. I think we just do this. I was able to do this before, and now I can't. This put me down to crawl mode. Or did I open that one before? I actually don't know. I can't push Max now. Okay, if I break this carpet, and then I break this fence, I should be able to push Max. Get over there. Get over there. Okay. I think we got it now. There. We're not touching it anymore. It is what it is. If you don't like it, there's another live stream somewhere else for you. It's good. It's good. We're done. I'm done with it. All right. I'm happy. It might not be perfect, and there might be other things that we can do, but I'm not gonna sit here all day tweaking a cat tree for a fake cat. Have I thought about making bowls with the top of pots? I haven't thought about that. Yeah, I was gonna use like some of the chain signs or whatever. I wonder. Instead of a fence post here, what if we had a hanging wall sign? What would that look like? Would that look okay? And put the carpet on top of that. That would get rid of the hitbox problem. Do I have any dark oak hanging signs? Let's try one of these. So if I did this, what does this look like? No. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Can I put like a picture of a mouse on here? uh What else can we put on there? No. I don't know. I'm sure there's something we could put on here that would be fine. That looks like the cat's farting. Okay, we're gonna leave that. We're leaving it. I need a spicy mouse. Smelly Max. If nothing else, putting the sign there instead of the fence post allows me to put a silly bunch of emojis on there. All right, what else do we have on our list of things to do? Yeah, the bridge, the other one. We could look at doing some like landscaping around the house. I don't know how that's gonna work though. We could try doing some things outside though. I literally don't have anything like planned for this, but we can try some stuff. I don't know where I'm gonna put the villagers. They do need to get moved, but I don't know where I'm gonna put them. That's why I'm not moving them.
Door opened. Door closed.
So I'm almost thinking. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do. Oh, careful. Let's see here. What I'm thinking is we extend this out like so. Square this up. Oh man, I need more of those blocks. And then we do some coarse dirt back here for like flower beds. Maybe. I mean, obviously this would make more sense in the front of the house than the back of the house as far as like flower beds and stuff. But we could put like some bushes or something back here. I think that would be fine.
Door open.
I'm gonna turn off the
Door
smart home.
closed.
I think we're gonna be going in and out a lot now. So let's not annoy ourselves with that. No, I never asked Wells about it. He said he was gonna come steal them. And then he hasn't done anything with that yet, so. It's all good. I'm not in any rush to move them at the moment. Like, soon. I'm really glad that we took the time actually to like finish up this area. It's just so much nicer than it was before. It looks finished. It looks good. I guess I should have done this side too. I'm gonna have to go down there and grab more of those blocks. Did I get them all? I think I did. And then fell down there, didn't it? All right, obviously I'm gonna need some more coarse dirt. Podzol kind of looks like mulch in a flower bed. Yeah, we could change that out. Do I make this whole big thing? Do I square this all off? I guess I could. I don't know about this area here. I mean, I guess we could kind of make this into like a little mini flower area. On this side though, I'm not sure. Maybe a smaller one over here. The biggest thing is I don't know what actually we're gonna put here yet. I'm just removing blocks is all I'm doing right now. Yeah, we're probably gonna have like a fountain as like a main courtyard area in front of the house. I haven't really figured out what the front yard is going to look like. Right now we're just doing some decoration around the house a little bit, adding some more plant life and stuff. Again, we can change this stuff later. This isn't gonna be a permanent thing. If we don't like it, we can always go back and change it. There's another cat. Oh, you know what? The other one I didn't actually move where I should have. Let's go solve that real quick. This cat didn't despawn, right? No, it's still in this boat. We need that moved over. I need to step this up one block. Piston, pressure plate I have in the other box, I think, right? Yeah. I think I'm just gonna store this cat in here for now. Instead of like dropping it down, we're just gonna put it right there. Just tuck that cat away in there for later. Whoop. This might be too big. Maybe we should make this smaller. I don't know yet. I'm just putting in these areas right now, and then we can look at it and decide. From back here, that doesn't seem too bad. That gives us enough room to have like a taller plant closer to the house and like some smaller things in the front. Do like some layered action. I think that is fine. Maybe some hedges like in the back and then like some little plants or flowers in the front. And then we could probably, yeah, I think we could just match that same thing on this side. So that is 4 blocks worth of garden here. And on this side, it's going to be 1, 2, 3. It would be 5 on this side. A little bit bigger. We don't actually have to square it up. Like we can step back a block and make this 4 on this side as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this would be where the new wall goes. Whoop. Oh no! 1 second. I just locked my computer. I pressed Windows L instead of Control L. There we go. There we go. I wonder what happens if like you're running a single PC setup and you do that while you're streaming. Does the stream just end? I have no idea how that works. I don't want to know, honestly. At least it wasn't an adult anime desktop. No, I keep this computer. I keep all my computers relatively stock and boring. This one especially though, like I don't do anything on it that could be compromising should something like that happen. You know what I mean? It's a professional desktop, professional use computer. Where? How did I make it down that one hole? What? I come flying up from down there, trying to hit the ground, and I end up just immediately going down this one hole. What? That was a pretty good shot. Somebody should clip that. That was pretty good. I don't think I could do that again, even if I tried. You love how you could do that, but not the end portal one. I'm a professional Minecrafter. That's how I did it. That's right. Does this look weird? How it's just like one block in like that, or is that fine? What do you guys think? We could even make this like 3 instead of 4. I don't know. I think it looks all right. I think it looks fine. It almost, I feel like this almost would look better if this extended out a little bit more though, so we had like some bigger area. Or maybe we just don't even do, maybe we just don't do any like next to the house plants on the back.
Siriclacroix cheered 500, hey Hypno. Just wanted to say I've been really enjoying the vibes. I'm your streams. Ingenious, creative, and always chill. Ty smile pride wing hype lol pride wing.
Yo, Sirik, thank you for the 500 bits and the nice comment, dude. Like that happy, you know what I mean? It's a professional desktop, professional use computer. Where? How did I make it down that one hole? Pretty amazing that I made that flight.
Def9 just resubscribed for 71 months.
I did ask for it, yeah. Yo, Def9, thank you so much for the 71 months, dude, and the tier 2 support. Appreciate you. Step in one like the other side and just have a planter box type idea. I don't know what you're talking about, the Life of L. Okie dokie Crisco. Your username just reminded me of the Fallout show that I've been watching. Because the main vault dweller on that Fallout show says okie dokie or whatever. Like in the first couple of episodes, or maybe she says in every episode, I'm not sure, but have you guys been watching the Fallout show on Prime? It's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. Are you loving the show? You're a huge Fallout fan? I don't know if I'd say that I'm loving it. It's okay. I've only watched up to episode 3 so far. So next one I'm gonna watch is episode 4. Like, it's not bad. I don't know. I don't know. It's one of those shows, like, I gotta watch the entire series before I can tell you if I like it or not, I guess. The show is awesome. You have no control and binged it in one day. Oh my goodness. Like, the first episode was like an hour and a half, and the second one was like an hour and 10 minutes. They've been slowly getting smaller and smaller, it feels like. The last one I watched like 50 minutes, I think.
Mardi Gras Kid just resubscribed for 87 months.
Mardi Gras, hey, welcome back. Thank you for the 87, dude. You're back, baby. The only problem you have is with it bouncing between stories, past and future. Didn't only do again, I've only seen up to episode 3. Didn't they only do like the past at the very beginning? Like episode 1? Have they gone back to the past? They do it all the time with the ghoul? Maybe I haven't been paying attention. Yeah, I remember in the first episode, they show the guy at like the birthday party, and then they showed the bombs drop, and then like they jumped forward, but I guess I haven't been paying attention that they keep jumping back and forth in a timeline. They show him as an actor. Okay, so just little flashbacks. Maybe I have seen it, I'm just not paying attention, I don't know. Doesn't start flashing back until like the 4th episode. Well, spoilers! Goodness. Yeah, the Dweller feels, I don't know, like it's not supposed to be a serious story. Fallout isn't a serious game, so it makes sense. But if the acting and like the way they present themselves feels a bit forced and fake to me, I don't know. All makes sense towards the end of episode 7, and episode 8 definitely ties it together. I see. Okay. All right. So as far as like what we're gonna put here, what are we doing? What do we think? I was thinking we'd do like some hedges in the back, maybe. Do we do pink leaves? Do we do green leaves? And then we have like some flowers sprinkled in the front. We could even use like these things probably, right? For like our flowers in the front kind of a deal. Like those are fine. But I was thinking we'd do something like taller in the back. Maybe we could use some of these. What is this? Just oak? Just oak leaves as like a hedge around the base. Flowering azalea bushes for accents. That's actually not a bad idea. Not the bad, not the bad. Let's take that box with me. And this box with me. I guess we could just mix azalea oak and flowering azalea. Oh, should I do the same pattern we have for like the hedge around? I don't think I put any flowering out here. What did I do here? This is oak, azalea, and birch. This looks fine, right? And we could sprinkle in some flowering, which I didn't do here at all. But I think those 3 different leaf types look all right. We got some birch. I don't know what flowers we're gonna do just yet. I haven't decided. I like taking things one step at a time, like focusing on one thing and not like the big picture. If I think about the entire big picture, then I have a problem with like doing stuff. I get hung up on like the little details. You know what I mean? So if I break it down to smaller chunks and just worry about the small chunk, then it's easier for me to get things done. Okay, so we want oak, azalea, birch. Maybe some flowering azalea, I don't know yet. We're gonna do one of these numbers here. I guess it could be like coming out every now and then like that. That wasn't actually intentional, but I guess that's fine. Maybe... Or would it be better if that was like away from the wall by 1? Guys, I am not a hedgeologist. Is it better if we don't do this? There might also be a window here in the future, so while this looks kind of weird against the blank wall, just kind of imagine there might be a window there or 2 windows in the future. Maybe it'd be better to like try it on this wall first, where there's actually windows. Three high? Yeah, we could make it higher so it's to the level of the windows. But now I feel like it is just too skinny. Almost feels like it needs to come out and one more. So maybe we do it like too high in the front here. Just like misplaced 3 in a row there. So it feels very squared. We're just trying some things. That feels very regular now. Not sure. I feel like 3 high just feels weird. Maybe what this needs, actually, let's make it 3 high like it was. I think I got it. I think I got it solved. Hold on. Wait for it. We're gonna make it all the same level like it was before, but I think I got what this needs. I'm a professional hedgeologist. You guys don't even know. Hold on. Hold up. Shouldn't it be in here? It's right there. Wait, I thought you were not a hedgeologist. Well, just you wait. You're about to see how much of a hedgeologist I actually am. You guys had no idea the kind of hedgeology you're about to see. Yeah, it is too many. I was gonna do like, oh, this, I need, okay, well, we're just gonna delete these. I was gonna do every other one, but like, then that doesn't work. I guess if we extend this out like that, then we could do one. No. The problem is that's evenly spaced and we need an odd number. Also, I'm missing 2 pink trap doors right there. Anybody else notice that except for me? Bring some leaves down. Do you mean like adding a leaf in here? Or do you mean like some of that? No, you didn't notice that? You just followed the master hedgeologist? Between, yeah, there's also mangrove roots. We can see what that looks like. I'm not actually sure how that would fit into here. Mangrove roots. Ooh, maybe these will look okay too. If I plant a propagule, does it have a chance of growing? I don't want there to be like a random mangrove that grows there. Or does it need like air above it to grow? Like if I stuck If I put this right here, does it have a chance of growing into a big ugly mangrove right there? I actually don't know how these things work. Okay, what do the mangrove roots look like? I don't know about that. See, I know like other saplings, if you have leaves above them, they will still be able to grow. And they'll just grow right through the leaves replacing them or whatever, right? I guess I can grab some of the other things. I wanted to put in some like tall grass. I actually don't know if I have any tall grass. I think I have some other flowers that we could plant there. So we have 2 high flowers, which I don't particularly want. Oh, I do have tall, short grass, I guess is what it's called. If you move the dead bushes over 1, you will have 5, and then take out the last 2 leaves on the right. Yes. I see what you're saying. So what you're saying is fill this all back in. Delete, 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 and then get rid of this. Now, what if that feels too regular? These are gonna be sprinkled in. Whatever, right? Something like that. I don't know exactly what we're doing here just yet. Hi, is this Bed War? Yes, this is Bed War. Obviously, that's what we're doing here, is we're playing Bed War. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can do. I don't know what we're gonna do as far as like the plants go. This isn't done yet. Let's just put this on hold. I need more room in my inventory. Nope. I kind of like these flowers. I kind of want to incorporate them. It just makes sense with the pink trees, right? And the particles coming down. I feel like. Ferns you only get in specific forest, right? Here's what I need to do. I need to place down a shulker box and just like drop this stuff off. What was this one? Yeah, ferns are something that we could throw in there a little bit instead of just the tall grass. That would give us like a little bit of extra stuff. These are gonna be fine for like maybe our flowers that we put in here. Kind of mix in some taller greens with some of these shorter pinks, and I think we got something that'll probably work. I'm not quite sure yet. Not quite sure. We could also go find some pink tulips. Maybe that would also go with these a bit. I don't know. There's like a flower forest right here, I think, right? Are these pink tulips or are these white? These are white, right? Oh, these are pink. Scar, you shouldn't do that. That's dangerous. Those are the pink ones? No. Ha! Got all the pink ones. Except for those. But besides those, I got all of them. And these. Besides these, I got all of them. Chat, if you throw an egg at a chicken, you're guaranteed a baby chicken. One of these times it's gonna work! Dang it. What if we put like pink tulips? Is that like fine under here?
Chuvan just resubscribed for 91 months.
Not really. I kind of feel like... No, I don't want them. These would have to be like every other one like this or something. That feels too regular, but... Maybe mixed in with some tall grass and some ferns, it will look okay. I don't know. I'm just going to throw these down. Did I have that one block away or... Yeah, one block of space. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I'm not a flowerologist. Okay, we're just gonna throw those in there like that for right now. You know, for a pink, they don't really look pink, do they? It's like the faintest pink color. Oh no, Scar found lava. Well, Scar filled a bucket of lava for the first time. I don't know if you get hot stuff for having a bucket of lava in your inventory. Yeah, I have no idea. Don't know how that works. Okay, so we're gonna go look for ferns, huh? Is that what we're doing? Because it kind of sounds like that's what we're doing. Gotta make some more rockets soon. Maybe I should go fill up my rocket box now. I have shears in my box, in my ender chest. Goon powder, creeper dust, and sugar cane. 1, 2, 3, so like 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. Uh-huh. Good. I still haven't set up a sugarcane farm, have I? I still haven't done that yet. I need to do that. That needs to go on the to-do list. It's on the to-do list. Shulkers and sugar canes. Shulker, I might... Oh, I should put these extra rockets away. Shulkers, I might do for YouTube. I'm not actually sure yet. Like, specifically do for YouTube. I gotta find a design that I want to do. I haven't... Like, I looked at some... Like, I was gonna use the old design that I used last season, but apparently that broke at some point. Like... The shulker bullets break armor stands or something, and there was like some fix that you could do for it, but I haven't really looked into it too closely, but I need to look into that. Who that is? That's Scar. Does anybody know whose scaffolding this is and why it's here? I don't know if I'd say Scar is sneaking about. Oh, that does hurt you. I thought you could fly right through it, honestly. Oh, somebody been chopping down these trees back here. I seize it. Zed possibly? No idea. Doesn't really matter who. I just think it's interesting with Bobby how it like has a memory of what the area looked like, and then when you fly up close to it, it changes. Be like, oh, somebody did something. It's kind of cool as opposed to just like flying to an area and being like, oh, I guess it must have always looked like this. It's getting dark. I'm getting scared. Anybody else getting scared? Just me. Oh, B-Dub's my hero. I found a random crafting table. Somebody's sneaky crafting table. I'm taking it. It's mine now. Oh, there's a skeleton right there. I have way more of these ferns than what I need. I'm just grabbing extra. Way more than enough of these, but I'm grabbing extra. I did almost die there. That was a close one. My entire Minecraft life just flashed before my eyes. Stack and a half. You're no fernologist, but you can't have too many ferns? I'll take your word on that one. I'm no phrenologist either. Where's the 2 high ones? I want more of those. Those are better because I get 2 per click. Somebody's secret fox stash. Guys, what does the fox say? Yeah, that's right. I just brought that back. Ring a dingly. Heidi, Heidi, Heidi ho. That was the only song they had that was actually like popular, wasn't it? Is it Yelvis? Was that? Something like that. Oh, here's some tall ones. All right, I think we can get out of here. I'm pretty sure I have more than enough now. I just unlocked a memory for you. Apparently we have some texture pack issue on the server. That's like dropping the map level. Something. Anyway, textures are looking a little weird right now. I don't know if that got fixed or not. I don't think it got fixed yet. It's just mostly like when you're looking off in the distance, things aren't how they should look a little bit. It bothers you that I didn't finish the stack? Oh no. Rip. Well, you had a good run. What? Oh, I guess I don't actually carry crafting tables in my inventory anymore. I was like, why didn't that stack with my other ones? Would it have bothered you if I did finish a stack and then placed the ferns and then not had a complete stack anymore? These are the important questions. That probably would have bothered you. Yeah. You might need to go to your doctor and get that looked at. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty well. Thanks for asking, Kara. Kara? 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 Oh, I fell too short. You checked how many views the music video has on YouTube out of curiosity? 1.1 billion? Oh my goodness. That's a little bit of money. That's a little bit of money they've made off that video.
D1 Ronan just resubscribed for 25 months. More months.
More months? D1 Ronan, welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 25. Appreciate your face. All right, is it gonna happen, chat? Are we gonna do it?
Marv7 _ just resubscribed for
Ooh,
89 months.
I was off by
almost
a block.
7.5 years, dang.
I was almost so cool. I was almost cool, everybody. Missed it by a block. No longer can't be cool now. Oh well. So close. Marv, hey, welcome back, dude. Thank you for the 89 months. Thank you, thank you. All right, what do these ferns look like? I think the biggest problem is those ferns are so big, they kind of like make the tulips look really small. It might be a little noisy with all those in there. I don't know. Well, let's see. Maybe what I should do is move the tulips back one, move these flowers up so it's like 3 different levels, and then move this over by 1 so it's only 3 wide. And like everywhere we don't have these flowers or whatever, we can put in some of the grass. Let's try doing a 3 wide thing here. Let's try moving these back a little bit. I need some sniffer flowers. I've never even messed with a sniffer. Let's move these back. And then these are gonna put up in front here. Something like this. Some bone meal. You'd move the hedge to the front and then put everything, the smaller things behind it. Makes sense. Should definitely do that. Pink petals everywhere! Do these things change shape the way you place them? Oh, they do. They are like rotated, aren't they? Uh-huh. It's based on the first one you place. So maybe if we put some of these ferns in the back. And then we can throw in some tall grass. I don't know. Like, I'm kind of liking it a little bit, but at the same time, I'm not really liking it. Maybe if we do like more fuller ones in the middle here. Then we just have like some little sprinkle ones in the front. So like thin, thicker, taller, and then really tall. It's kind of the idea. I don't really think this is working though. I'm not liking it. That was the idea. Seeing it, it just looks like a mess, honestly. So maybe we could do like trap doors or something around the hedge and just make that into a planter and just have that as it is and leave the rest of this stuff something else. Let's go grab some dark oak trap doors. It looks like the hedge is floating. Yeah, I'm not liking the way this is looking. In my mind, it seems to make sense, but like you're kind of limited to what Minecraft can do. Yeah, we'll try these. It needs more randomness. I think the only way to make it more random would be to like remove things. Maybe it's just these tulips aren't working. Maybe that's the big problem here. I'm not sure I like it. That's not what I wanted to do. If we put dirt underneath that, I think that would look better. Because right now we're kind of looking in there and it looks like it's floating. If we had dirt in there, that might fill the gap a little bit and make it look fine. I think that makes more sense. And since we're not trying to do like the every other one, like we can get rid of this maybe. And do the trapdoor here. It looks like an actual planter box. I think that's better, but as far as like this stuff goes, I'm not so sure about this. Yeah, we are losing space, but that also gives us a little bit of buffer room between the hedge and like what we're putting in the front, right? This was just a thought. I'm not like, this doesn't have to be a thing. I think the planters makes the most sense here. I think that looks the best out of everything that we've done. That's just the standard putting a planter around the house look for Minecraft, which is fine. Yeah, we could maybe put some potted plants out there or something. Like little flowering azaleas in a pot or something might look okay. We can try some things. But yeah, what we've done here, this just isn't doing it for me. It almost even looks better just just the dirt with the planter there. It almost looks better just like that. Yeah, I don't know about potted plants. We can try some things. Maybe some crops, like fully grown wheat. Is that what we're thinking? Or like carrots or something? I don't know if the yellow from wheat would look good. I mean, we could turn them into like gardens, like little garden beds or something. Crops don't need water. No, they don't. Tilled soil needs water to stay tilled, and crops will grow faster in hydrated tilled soil, but they will absolutely grow without water. Make an armor stand garden gnome. We'd need a B-dub's head for that, though. We wouldn't be able to do it without a B-dub's head. We don't have one, I don't think. B-dubs get so much flack. I almost feel bad about it, just like constantly cutting them down. Like with all the short jokes or whatever. What was I doing? We were coming in here for... Where were we coming in here for? Oh, right, pots is what we were doing. And azalea bushes. Cutting it down? Can he go lower? Oh, got him! Got him! So with this, we could like, I don't know, space them out. Probably want to come over one. Two blocks, and then this is only got one block. Ugh. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I think we'd have to do that, right? So 2, 2, 2, and now we're very regular, which I'm not so sure that's great. But let's just try this. I mean, it could be worse. It's not awful. It looks like it was done on purpose. And then maybe we could sprinkle some of these in here. It doesn't look awful. It doesn't look great. It doesn't look awful. Remember watching B-Dubs versus Doc M in basketball video back in the day, and it really does showcase the height? Maybe put some of them a block closer to add perspective. Oh, so like... Wait, are you saying like... move all of the pots forward by one? Not actually sure. What does the azalea bush look like on an armor stand? You'd say make them random because the nature things are not usually uniform. Well, like in a flower bed, things are pretty uniform. You don't have a gardener come to your house and just like randomly throw bushes around, do you? Like we're not trying to make an ultra random thing. But yeah, what does an azalea bush look like in an armor stand? If Razzle does your flower garden, it'll be random because you're not a flowerologist. Well, I mean, you and me both. Oh, I didn't grab any more of the azaleas. So if I throw this on the armor stand, I have to show the arms in order for this to work? I don't remember. Poses. Item? Position. We can do some fancy things with this. I'm not really sure if I want to do that or if I just want to actually... It's hard for me to tell what I'm doing here. Now the problem is, how do I get... Oh, okay, I can actually... Can I see it? Okay, so I can see the armor stand, kind of. It's just invisible. Okay, got it. That actually went over too much. I kind of want it on the line between these blocks here. No! Okay, I'm gonna have to like lock this thing is how that works. Shift right click. I think right here's the line between. Pretty close. I don't know, like... I guess I could put the propagule down. Like, this would allow us, actually, to have some plants, like, back here where the trapdoors are. If we do some armor stand action. We can make this smaller, too, can't we? I don't actually... If we do a tiny, small... Let's raise this up. Yeah, we can do an even smaller one. I think that's touching the ground. It is very hard to tell. So yeah, we could like throw some like extra things in here, whatever. We could also have these like coming out the side of the hedges. Like there's a bunch of things that we could do if we want to get like forever like into the tiny details. Can I put one of these pots on an armor stand? I assume I can, I don't know. Or does it look like an item? Show arms, yes. That's too bad. It'd be super cool if that was 3-dimensional. I mean, I guess we could do 2 armor stands and have like them cross like that. And that way it looked like grass, how grass isn't really 3-dimensional, just kind of like 2 planes intersecting. And then we could throw this on top of it. I don't know. Like, I don't know how much armor stand stuff I want to actually do, to be honest. We're just kind of messing with this just to see what's possible here. All right, Essie, we'll catch you later. Switch hand and head. Is that a thing? Where is it? Okay, so now it looks like an actual item. Oh, would that work? I wonder. With a regular flower pot instead of it looking like an item. No. I don't really mess with these things enough to know. This makes me want to jump on it though. Oh, dude. Imagine making a parkour and then having like fake things to jump on like that. That would be so evil. Evil. It looks like you can jump right on it, but you can't. You just go right through it. Make a parkour maze with lava underneath. I'm getting thoughts. That would be like awful to set up though, with like how many armor stands you would need to do something to make that actually a thing. All right, so if we plant this on the ground, it looks just like a normal one, right? But this will never grow since it's an item, not actually planted on the ground. Can't tell. I keep putting my mouse over this one, but I'm not clicking in it. So like I'm trying to adjust it and then it doesn't work. So we could do something like this maybe and like fill in the gaps a little bit, have that centered on the blocks back here. But again, that would involve a lot of armor stands if we do this. And then of course we'd want to, we'd want to lock interaction. That way I wouldn't be able to right click on it and swap my pickaxe with this thing. I don't know. Azaleas don't grow unless you bone meal them. You don't need the armor stand. This isn't to make it so it doesn't grow. It's to make it so I can place it in a trap door. What I was thinking was, like, I wanted to try propagoules, and I was afraid that those would grow. Right, these. If we had that, it's similar to this. It would look just like the normal block. I think. I haven't tried it yet. But then it for sure wouldn't grow. Do we do 2 more of these? We need to try 2 more of those. I need more azalea. Show arms, yes. Show arms, yes. Swap. Looks like it's wearing a hat or a helmet. Whoop. Doesn't that look like a helmet? That looks just like it's wearing a helmet. A Bushi helmet. Yeah, the plant people. I'm thinking of like potential story stuff for later. Gravity, yes. Invisible, yes. Back further, can't quite see. It's still fluty. I wish I could see like what the actual Y coordinate is for this. And then like copy that to this one. But this is like relative to where it is right now, not what its actual coordinate is. I kind of wish I could see the values here. I think that's right. Yeah, because I have no idea like how to align it to the same distance that this is. I think that's fine right there. But like these are never going to get lined up properly. There's got to be a way to do that. Maybe I copy... Yeah, there really should be like, give me an actual coordinate. I wonder why there isn't that in here. I'm not going to continue Greg Tech New Horizon, no. I said when we first started playing that pack that I don't know if we're actually, if I plan on ever finishing it. Why does this one feel different than this one? Still needs to go back like 2 clicks, I think. That feels in line. But it still needs to be moved over. I was hoping that'd help me like determine where. Oh, you know what? I guess we just centered it right in the corner, right? So this one's just a little too far back, actually. We kind of wanted the stem like right in the corner of these 4 blocks. All right, so we want this. Gravity, no gravity. Let me push this back a little bit. The stupid thing is, I don't even know if we're gonna keep this. We're just doing this. Oh, let's hide. We're just messing around is what we're doing right now. Okay, so that needs to come forward. I think right there. Oops, it needs to come forward just a little bit. All right, it's beautiful. I've done the thing. It's amazing, everybody. Look at it. We wasted all this time doing it. It's so cool. So cool. Now I'm gonna get somebody dropping like 10 gift sub bomb for like how cool this is. It's amazing. God, he's finally done. Now we can move on. Nope. Now we're gonna do this side. How can we do this? Nope. This side's gonna be weird. I don't think we can like space these out properly. We'd have to do 4, I think. Did we do 4 on that side or 3? We did 3. No, we did 4. Okay, never mind. This is fun. Boop, boop, boop. No. Boop, boop.
Lolacry cheered 1000, not a sub bomb but have some bits instead. Hype smile, hype lurk.
Lolo, thank you for the 1,000 bits, dude. I don't have enough armor stands to do all of that back here. I just need one more armor stand. How did I end up on there? Don't know. We're gonna go grab one more armor stand. We'll just like finish this up. Like, this isn't the best thing ever, but at least we can throw like some decoration back there next to the planter.
Anonymous just gifted 10 subs.
Well, Anonymous, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Thank you. You didn't actually have to do that. I was being silly. But thank you. Regardless, it is appreciated. Thank you for the support. Right, I needed one more armor stand, right? Oh, I actually have more. Right, so now we're gonna grab 3 of these. Show arms. We want a lock interaction and we want to swap with head. Lock interaction, swap with head. Then these go down like, oh, we need to turn gravity and then we go minus 1.5. And invisible. Invisible, gravity, minus 1.5. Invisible, gravity, minus 1.5. Now that's not actually quite right. These need to come up a little bit. Okay, so then we move these over which way? Yeah, so this would go back minus 0.5. Oh, 0.5. And then 0.5? Now we're cooking. Instead of like using the mouse wheel, here we go. Boom, done. That was so much faster than the other side because I knew what I was doing this time. So much faster. Okay, so now we can sprinkle in some of these things. I like the fact that we can place these flowers and this in the same block after making this change here. A little bit of overlapping blocks and textures. I think that looks pretty cool. All right. For now, I think we're going to leave it as it is. Did I turn off interaction? Yeah, these are locked interactions. I mean, it's not really what I was expecting when I started doing this. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but I guess this works. It's fine. These feel very regular. We should probably sprinkle in. All right. This stuff back here, maybe we just undo this. We control Z this whole thing and we just don't do those back here. I kind of feel like that kind of stuff needs to happen in front of this. Whoop. Wrecked sunflower. I kind of feel like that kind of stuff needs to happen over here, but we don't have to work on that today. I don't even know if we're going to keep this, to be honest. Like, it's nice and it's better than what it was. It's one of those things that I'm just going to have to, like, let it stew for a little while. See how I actually like it. Okay. Cleanup time. Maybe a few beneath the big tree there. Some of these azalea ones. I don't have very many of the flowering ones remaining. I do like, though, that they're different. They look similar and they're different heights. And that they're kind of like offset by half a block. Oh, the little petals? Yeah, that's right. I never really put any underneath any of the other trees except for that one, did I? Talking about this one. Don't want to go too crazy with it. we have any more? I do. Trying to rotate the camera around since these things are kind of directional. Don't want them all like same. Okay, we good? I'm not gonna sit there and like nitpick the little the little petals underneath the tree though. I think we're good. I think we're gonna undo this. Let me go clean up my inventory and then we'll like look at undoing that little portion. Oh, you know what? I don't have fur. Okay, let's add ferns back here. Went to the wrong side. Ferns go into this one. Do I not have tall grass? Where does tall grass go? Tall grass is right here. Ferns go in this one. Okay. I put my filter stick box into here. I was like, where did I put it? Looking for it. Right. So this, those, I assume pink petals. Pink tulips might not actually have a home. They'll just go to the overflow. That's fine. That should be fine as long as there's only 15. Actually, I can just put these into here. All right, let's sort those. Dead bushes, I think, should go into this one. Although I don't know if they were in here before or in here, but they should go in the one I just put them in. Azalea leaves, that should go into the moss. Or azalea stuff. And then these are... what are these? Oak. These are birch leaves. Stick. Okay. Lemon Tree, how you doing? I saw your message earlier, but like kind of focus mode on putting things away at the moment. Hope everything's good with you today. Good. All right, what is this shulker? Oh, this is random stuff. Dead bushes are in the chest to the right? They shouldn't be, though. I see there's these two here. Are they in two chests? Is that what you're telling me? I'm not actually sure. Dead bushes are in here. All of this plant stuff actually should be in this chest. Shouldn't it? No, it shouldn't. This chest, well, I guess I kind of changed it. This chest is for like flowers, dyes, and azalea stuff. I think originally I was putting like flowers or like plants and decoration kind of stuff in here. Oh well. I don't have the brain capacity to even care right now. It should get fixed. I just don't want to worry about it right now. Cool. All right, so all that stuff got put away. Are we good? Did we do the stuff with the things today? I feel pretty happy about it. Like, it's not quite what I was expecting when I started this project, but it's fine. It's fine. Oh, I was gonna redo the back, wasn't I? I need some actual dirt. Let's go grab that real quick. Bum, bum. Eventually, I'll get to figuring out what we're gonna do for the front yard and the backyard, and move these villagers and actually have nice looking stuff back here. Today is not that day, however, but eventually. Be doobs. Okay, let's get our border blocks in place. And then doit. That'll grow back over with grass and it'll be all good. Ah, there's where the rest of the blocks. All right. Boom, boom. All right, chat, think we're gonna call it here. Bola, you are late. In fact, you're so late, you have missed today's stream. How does that make you feel? How does that make you feel? I'm gonna send you guys over to Tango. I was gonna send you over to Cleo, but Cleo is not streaming HermitCraft. But we're gonna call it here. Thanks so much, everybody, for hanging out. Appreciate your faces. Thank you for your support, those of you who have supported today. Hope you have a great Thursday. No stream tomorrow. Got the old HermitCraft meeting going on, all that kind of stuff, you know? But yeah, that's it. Have a great rest of your day. We'll catch you on the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye.